Hi, my name's Neil. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a 45-year-old skateboarder who has returned to skateboarding after a 25-year break. And when I started skating again, I started this YouTube channel as a way of documenting the whole process. Now, I've been skating again now for about 6 years, so there's plenty of content here. Go back and check out some of the older videos or just watch these and keep up with where I'm at now. I'm presuming by you being here, you're kind of in a similar situation, or at least interested in my situation. And to bring you up to speed, I have been going through the past year, so 2023, and checking out all the video of the sessions that I had recorded, and then I've been putting them together in a kind of month by month recap. So this video is actually part 2 of September. If you want to see part 1, there's a link in the description below, or take a look at the playlist of all the other videos from the rest of the year. But as I say, this is part 2 of September, so let's get into it. So this next session that I filmed was at my local skate park, Bay 66. It's a semi-indoor park. It's under a bridge, so the elements, rain and such, don't really bother you too much. There's a really nice mini ramp there. It's super wide. It's got 2 different heights, and I really do use that all the time as my place to practice and learn new tricks. When I started filming this session, I was actually messing around. I wasn't taking it too seriously, but I thought I would try some layback frontside grinds just to see if I could even get my body into that shape. And it was quite enlightening. I thought I would never be able to bend down there and get round in that way, but actually it wasn't as hard to get down there as I thought it would be. I didn't cleanly land any, but I was just actually quite surprised that I managed to get down there. Getting back up was the problem, or rolling out of it, so I didn't actually land any. And I kind of gave up after a while because my wrist started hurting a bit by leaning back on it all the time. But it's something I might work on in the future. Maybe I would be able to roll away on something a bit shallower, I don't know. But it was good fun to try that, something that I'd never ever even thought about trying before. So just trying it was quite good fun. And then after that, I was trying to continue to push myself and do some frontside stuff a little bit more. So I was trying some frontside axle stalls and frontside, what I guess would be turning into frontside 5.0s. I was trying to go up and turn frontside and stay balancing on the back truck. So that was all quite interesting, and at least pushing myself to do some more frontside stuff. Okay, not a bad session. You'll also see that I was trying some of my more regular mini ramp tricks in the deep end of that mini ramp. I think it's about, I don't know, 5.5 feet deep. Really hard to say, but it just gets a bit steeper. It's a good place to kind of take things to the next level and up a size. I also really enjoy trying to grind the whole length of the coping on that deep end and then down the escalator and into the shallow end. So I was doing that a few times. I quite enjoy seeing how hard I can pump and how fast I can go to try and get a grind all the way along the top, down the escalator and down the shallow as well. So I tend to do that most sessions just as a kind of thing, just to feel like, see how long I can grind. So yeah, that's another thing that I like to try and do. Anyway, moving on to the next session. This one was at Crystal Palace, one that I go to very often. If you watch my videos, you'll see that I'm there quite a lot, especially any time that it's dry, I try and go there. So this is a concrete pool, all pool coping, really nice transitions. I love this place. It's my favorite skate park in London. Pretty much the aim of this one was that I was trying to carve a double circuit around the deep end of the bowl. So I did some other stuff in the shallow end, got some 50-50 grinds in the medium sized pocket there, which is pretty tight. But the main thing I was trying to do was just to go into the deep end and then around and around, and so I keep going round and round in the deep end because I never really do that. But ultimately, I think I want to get double 50-50. So come in from the shallow end with some speed, do a 50-50 grind in that deep end, drop back in and come around and do another one on the opposite wall. That would be kind of nice to do. So I'm kind of working towards doing that. So let's check out that session. Okay, and the next session was another vert session at Skater and Skate Park. This time, after getting those rock and rolls in the deep end of the bowl at Barking, Better Extreme, that you saw in part 1, I really thought it was time to try and get decking the rock and rolls on the vert ramps. And this one is the smallest vert ramp of all that I skate, and it is 10 or 11 feet high. I'm not sure exactly, there's always contention, but 10 or 11 feet high, and it's the smallest vert ramp that I have access to. So I needed to try and start trying to deck these rock and rolls, and that is pretty much everything in this footage. Now, as you'll see, I was managing to get up there and deck the board over, but I just can't get the kind of leverage to push down on the tail to turn back in. Part of that is coming from the fact that I'm not even looking back in properly. When you do a decked rock and roll, it's really important to be looking back where you want to go as you push it over. It helps you kind of push the board out and look back in. You've got your body weight in the right place to be able to turn. But the problem here is that I'm getting up there and putting the board over, but I'm running out of kind of any kind of purchasing power to push down on the board to turn back out. It's just that steepness of going up the wall and putting the board over that far. That steepness of the vert is making me squat my back leg so much that I'm running out of any kind of strength or weight to push down to turn back out. So let's check out that footage anyway, and you'll see what I mean. So hopefully you get what I'm talking about there. I'm managing to deck it over, and you can hear the board kind of slapping the deck there, but I'm just not turning out, and it's perhaps not a million miles away, but it's still really hard to get my body to turn around and go back in like that. And you know, from experience, it was the same situation with doing them on the steeper bowls. So the process is the same. I'm just having to get over that hurdle of the unknown and just not being accustomed to doing them on the vert ramp yet. So we'll get there eventually. I have some confidence in that as long as I can keep myself skating the vert. Anyway, let's move on to the next session. This one was back at Bay 66 in the bowl this time rather than the mini ramp, and I was practicing some of those board slides. Some of the ones that I was trying a little while back, I was trying to do some around the corner in the shallow end, so I keep throwing some of those up now and again to try and get them around the corner. No major progress there, but I have to keep on doing it just to kind of get used to it. Then I was trying some rock and rolls on the extension there. So much like the Better Extreme bowl, there's a small extension at Bay 66 that's about 7 foot high, so very similar size. And I was getting rock and rolls on there as well, all in the hope of practicing to get them towards the vert ramp. So I managed to land a few of those, and then went back to trying some board slides in the deep end, heading towards the corner of the deep end as well. Again, no joy, but I was trying, and I have to keep throwing things up there just to get used to trying to get some new stuff. So I kind of throw them out there every now and again to see how they're feeling and whether they're worth pursuing. So that is the September video wrapped up, and all the sessions that I've managed to record in September. I hope you find them interesting. I hope you find this series interesting, or at least to see where things are going for me. As I said many times before, this channel is kind of a diary for me to work out where I'm going, to look back at stuff and see what the progression is. And for when I'm very old and can't skate anymore, at least I can look back and view these things and remember what I was doing at this time in my life, because I don't have any video or photos from many years ago. So I want to try and keep something going this time around. Anyway, I hope you found it interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As I've said before, if you want to keep up with me on a more day-to-day basis on when the sessions are happening, I post things on my Instagram and YouTube Shorts. Post them up pretty much after every session if anything good happened. So for my best clips, follow me on Instagram or check out my YouTube Shorts. And I'll see you in the next one. So that'll be October. So take it easy. Until then, get out there and skate, enjoy yourself, and take care. Thanks for watching.